Daphne and Ian's life on Castle Impossible looks like a dream from the outside. A romantic French chateau, a beautiful love story, family history, breathtaking rooms, old stone walls, and now a baby on the way. But behind the fairy tale image, there is a much deeper family story that fans may not fully understand. This chateau is not just a house. It is not just an HGTV renovation. It is a family legacy, a business gamble, an emotional inheritance, and a responsibility that could shape Daphne and Ian's entire future. Today, we are looking at the family secrets behind the chateau, and stay until the end. Because the final secret explains why Daphne and Ian's story is becoming more emotional than ever. If you love Castle Impossible and want more updates on Daphne, Ian, the baby news, and the future of the chateau, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll keep following every twist, renovation crisis, and emotional family update as this story continues. The first family secret is that Daphne did not simply choose this chateau as a dream project. The chateau came with her family story attached to it. This was not a random real estate purchase where a young couple saw a pretty property and decided to restore it for television. Daphne inherited the estate through her family, and that changes everything. When a home comes from family, it is never just walls, windows, and land. It carries memories. It carries expectations. It carries the feeling that if you fail, you are not just failing yourself. You are failing something that came before you. That is why Daphne's connection to the property feels so different from a normal renovation show. She is not just trying to create a beautiful home. She is trying to protect a part of her grandparents' legacy. Her grandfather's story is tied to the chateau, and that gives the entire project a weight fans may not see in every episode. Every room they restore is not only about design, it is about keeping the family story alive. And that is where the pressure begins. Because inheriting something grand does not always mean inheriting something easy. Sometimes the most beautiful inheritance can become the heaviest responsibility. A 500-year-old chateau may look like a blessing, but it also comes with endless repairs, huge costs, hidden damage, and decisions that never stop. Daphne and Ian did not just inherit a dream. They inherited a challenge. The second family secret is that Ian's role is much bigger than just being the supportive husband. Fans often focus on Daphne because the chateau is tied to her family, but Ian's life changed completely too. He stepped into a family legacy that was not originally his, and he chose to help carry it. That is not small. It takes a lot for someone to leave behind a simpler path and join a mission this massive. Daphne and Ian were high school sweethearts, and before the chateau took over their lives, their future looked very different. Reports have described how they originally imagined a much more modest lifestyle, even something closer to a tiny home dream. That makes the chateau story even more shocking. They did not go from normal life to a slightly bigger home. They went from a simple dream to an enormous estate with 130 acres, multiple buildings, restoration problems, and financial pressure. That is not just a lifestyle change. That is a total life takeover. For Ian, the family secret is that love brought him into a responsibility that could easily overwhelm anyone. He is not only helping Daphne restore a property, he is helping protect her family history, support her dream, and build a future inside a place that demands constant sacrifice. That makes their relationship one of the most important parts of Castle Impossible. Without trust, patience, and teamwork, a project like this could break a couple apart. The third family secret is that Daphne's grandmother gives the chateau its emotional heartbeat. Fans know Granny is important, but the deeper truth is that she represents the living connection between the past and the future. She is not just another family member appearing on screen. She is part of the reason the chateau feels like a family story instead of just a business project. That is why the gatehouse renovation matters so much. Restoring a space for Daphne's grandmother is not simply about fixing another building. It is about bringing family back into the heart of the estate. It is about honoring the older generation while trying to create a future for the next one. And emotionally, that is not easy. When a renovation is for guests, the goal is to impress. When a renovation is for family, the goal is much more personal. You want it to feel safe. You want it to feel meaningful. You want it to feel worthy of the memories attached to the place. This is one of the hidden emotional costs of the chateau. Daphne and Ian are not only dealing with old walls and broken spaces, they are dealing with family hope. They are trying to make choices that respect the past without trapping themselves in it. That is a very difficult balance. If they change too much, they risk losing the soul of the property. If they change too little, the chateau may never become livable or profitable enough to survive. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel for more Castle Impossible updates, HGTV news, renovation drama, and behind-the-scenes stories. This season is becoming more intense, and Daphne and Ian's family journey is only getting bigger. The fourth family secret is that the chateau has to become a business because family love alone cannot save it. This is the truth that makes Castle Impossible so different from a normal fairy tale. The estate may have family meaning, but meaning does not pay for repairs. Love does not fix roofs. Memories do not repair plumbing. History does not cover the cost of restoration. So Daphne and Ian have to turn the chateau into something that can survive financially. That is why the wedding and event business is so important. The chateau cannot just be a private family home unless there is enough money to maintain it. It has to host guests. It has to create experiences. It has to bring in income. That means projects like the Dove Tower Honeymoon Suite, the Tea Salon, the Dungeon Tavern, the library, powder rooms, and guest areas are not just creative designs. They are part of a survival plan. This creates another family secret. The chateau is both a home and a business, and those two things can clash. A home needs peace, privacy, and comfort. A business needs guests, deadlines, beauty, and constant attention. Daphne and Ian are trying to live inside a place that also has to perform for other people. That can be exhausting. It means their family life is connected to customer expectations. It means every unfinished space is not only a personal problem, but also a business problem. And now, with a baby on the way, that pressure becomes even more serious. The chateau must not only be beautiful for weddings, it must be safe for a child. It must not only impress guests, it must protect a family. That brings us to the fifth and biggest family secret. The baby news changes the entire meaning of the chateau. Daphne and Ian's first baby is a beautiful update, but it also changes the stakes completely. Before, the chateau was about saving family history. Now, it is also about creating a safe future for the next generation. This is the most powerful part of the story. The chateau began as something Daphne inherited from the past, but now it may become the place where her own child grows up. That creates a full circle moment. Grandparents, parents, and now a baby are all connected through the same estate. On paper, that sounds magical, but in real life, it is also terrifying because a baby does not care how historic a home is. A baby needs safe floors, protected rooms, clean air, calm spaces, and parents who are not buried under stress. A 500-year-old chateau was never designed for modern baby-proofing. It was not built for outlet covers, safety gates, nursery layouts, or family routines. Daphne and Ian now have to figure out how to make an ancient estate work for the youngest member of the family. That is the secret behind the chateau that fans need to understand. This is not only about restoring the past anymore. It is about whether the past can safely hold the future. And that is why Daphne and Ian's journey is so emotional. They are not just renovating for television. They are not just chasing a French dream. They are carrying family history, protecting a legacy, building a business, preparing for parenthood, and trying to keep their relationship strong while the chateau demands more from them every day. So the next time fans see Daphne and Ian smiling in front of the chateau, they should remember what is really hidden behind that beautiful image. There is family pressure behind the beauty. There is responsibility behind the romance. There is sacrifice behind the dream. And now, there is a baby on the way, making every choice more urgent than ever. The family secrets behind the chateau are not dark because of scandal. They are dark because they reveal how heavy this dream really is. Daphne and Ian's chateau may look like a fairy tale, but behind the walls is a family story filled with pressure, love, risk, and hope. And maybe that is why fans keep watching. Because Castle Impossible is not just about whether a chateau can be saved, it is about whether one family can survive the cost of saving it.